Namaste, my friends. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I am here to share information that's coming in right now. I started to get activated about 20 minutes ago, and I started to receive information on extra dimensional contact and disclosure. And so I thought and was feeling called and figured it'd be fun for us to share and tune in and bring our energies together to bring in this information. So, the initial information that came through that got me excited to share this is that extra dimensional full societal contact on a collective level on this planet is determined by our technological evolution and our consciousness evolving. They're looking at both how we treat each other and how we create with each other. Are we all getting this? These are the things they're looking at. This is why they're hovering over volcanoes and war zones and nuclear plants. This is why a lot of these different experiences are happening. And as disclosure has been coming, it's coming more and more rapidly. And depending on what channel you're tuned into, you're receiving this information. You're becoming more aware. I also have my Beyond Lemuria deck here, and I was actually not planning on bringing this out. But then when I started the live and I went to sit down, it was looking at me and I was like, you know what? We might pull some cards later. So I have no idea how long this is going to be. I am going to close my eyes, and as long as you are not moving some sort of heavy machinery or something, you are absolutely welcome. Namaste, KJ. Welcome. Okay. Don't mind my coughing, my asthma. It's winter, you know. But we're gonna get present. Tune into your heart space. Take some slow, deep breaths. And as we're breathing and coming in, I am calling upon all of my team, my guides, the angels and ancestors, divine extra dimensional beings, the Fae and the elementals, the crystals and the dragons, and so on. However, what I'm feeling very called to is calling in the Light Collective, especially Chrysanthemi, who's been showing up for me. For those who aren't aware, Light Collective is my collective. There are 13 higher aspects that came together, and Chrysanthemi is an Elven Lyran hybrid living on Lyra. And we're just going to bring in his energy. You can hear, yeah, he's ready to, they're all ready to bring in information. So I'm just going to take some deep breaths, allow for the energies to flow through me, and we'll begin. Okay, so everyone needs to stop being so worried about this contact. There's this entire fear narrative that is going around. And it's not to say that there are not malevolent, inspired beings, extra dimensionals, entities that have access to us. And that is not who is leading the charge. That is not really who we are welcoming here. We have free will and we have an incredible power individually and collectively, making it so that way we get to choose which of these entities and energies we allow in. Because the first form of contact collectively is going to be telepathically. And so, what is possible is focusing on the curiosity and the excitement. And in doing so, we are going to bring a new flow of energy where we are going to see a big collective shift in how we treat each other, how we hold space, how we welcome and invite, how we show up. And it's going to allow for more collaboration and faster collaboration, leading to faster evolution, progressing forward with technology. So, again, looking at the technology, how that's advancing, what is it being used for? What is the intention? As well as the technology, so that way we can communicate and experience on multiple different levels, coming really to their playing field. Many of them are already here. Many of the technologies are already here and being used. Contact has been made in many forms, including this one. Once you release the idea of what contact has to look like and feel like and be like, you will realize how much disclosure has already happened. It's simply the layers of disclosure that are coming. And for those of us who are most excited, intrigued, and curious, those of us who are ready, who have put the efforts into ourselves to raise our vibrations and be ready for the experience, are already experiencing and will be experiencing as the time comes. Those of us in that path right now, in that moment right now, are excited and ready and waiting. Being patient, keeping ourselves focused on our vibration, on supporting others in raising their vibrations, this is going to be helpful. They're not interested in coming to a planet with a vibration of anger. If we want those who are loving unconditionally, who have our best interests at heart, versus the fear we have of the Anunnaki returning, we will welcome those who are here for us. When we are seeing them now, some of them are a mutual connection, collaboration that's happening. Some we'd refer to as ours. The many of our star family that we are connecting with on these ships that are here are concerned, are supportive. They also have desires to improve their lives, and we're very much a resource here. So, in a way, there's already a lot of reciprocation. Now, for those who are not aware, who choose not to believe or experience or don't want to, they will not, because they will not be in the aligned vibration. And that is not a better than or less than, it is simply a different choice. And as our collective loves choice, loves experience, our souls are here to experience. And everyone gets to choose the experience they have. So there will be those in the collective who do not choose to participate. That is not a journey we are going to dive into more at this time. Focusing in on disclosure. Many of you are looking with what's around you, looking at the documents, the videos, including Jamie. And that is wonderful. That is bringing awareness. That is generating excitement, an electrical current, a buzz. However, that is only a fraction, a fractal of what is possible to remember, to embody and experience. Even when it may not feel it, there is so much that is within you. And when you trust upon your intuition, your intentions, what you're receiving when you look at your senses, your clairs, you have knowledge coming to you. Are you in alignment, in awareness, and choice of receiving it? Dear ones, a message coming from XJ49537J. We are above you, and not in a better of you, we are above you. We are watching with awareness, with love, with concern. We have the intention of connection within mutual benefit. And when those are ready, you will receive the call in your aligned strengths and choosing. There is nothing to fear. as we are coming from higher vibrations and dimensions, where much of what your society experiences has been neutralized. This is merely a discernment, and we wish to support you and guide you in finding your way to unconditional love. There is so much anger on your planet. You find yourselves quickly there, forgetting yourselves, forgetting the self. When you say you are lost in your anger, you are trapping yourself within a consciousness. This is not where you physically are. So ground into your being, into your power, and allow yourself to forgive, to release the need, the urge to judge. The need to judge is an illusion. The choice to judge, the lessons, the experiences of judgment, that is a discernment. Free yourselves from the pressures. This is so much about your doing. Look at what is happening with your health, of your collective. Many have forgotten themselves and the self. We hope, we invite you to remember we are Shamuel. We welcome you to sit with this beauty of a moment we shared together as a heart activation is sent to those who choose to receive it. Anya Nore Anea Shanya Amnya Ramnya Reshanya Oriamne Ashanya Oro Yamnara Shuru Orom Nyara Shamdoro Orom Nyasham Naroro. Receiving 654-392-394-697-585. We are encoding for you the children of the sun, the golden children. Bless upon you divine eternal balance. Before we bring Jamie back, we invite you to remember contact requires consent. It is crucial you remember your power in these times. We are here for you. You are not alone. Coming back. Did we have fun? I felt such a reassuring energy. It was like this in between of like being present and somewhat aware of who came through. I always remember the feeling of Archangel Shamuel, so that I know. And Chris Anthony, I have absolutely no idea who that other one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back. I don't really remember everything that just went on, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this. I hope that if this finds you, you received exactly what you needed. This is a very exciting time. And I'm so grateful that I'm getting so much tingling at my crown and my causal right now. I'm so grateful to be called to sharing these gifts again. In this way, it's been a really long time. I've been going through a lot of transformation. I'm still in transformation, but I'm definitely at a point where I know I'm meant to share again, much more channeling. And I think this makes a lot of sense. The bits that I can remember, but even the initial context makes a lot of sense to me. So, we continue on our journey within unconditional love. We continue on our journey within ourself, first and foremost. And we spread unconditional love. We share from our heart space. We share from our gifts and our passions. We make the efforts to forgive, to collaborate, and come together. And more and more and more, this is all going to come out and be known. Many of us are having a lot of different experiences, me included. It's been a couple, maybe in a couple months since I've really embodied like that. Throat chakra is activated too. Okay, we're gonna do a collective reading. I'm feeling very connected to Lemuria these days. It's been a while since I've pulled from this deck, and it's coming right back to me. Thanks for the love, KJC. Wow. It was longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay. If you wish to bring your energies in for the collective reading, you can place your hand on your heart, your other hand on your sacral, solar plexus, whatever feels comfortable, whatever you feel called to do. And bring in your wisdom, your team, your connection to Lemuria that you likely have. Many of us have a deep connection there. Breathe into your heart space. Oh, several cards already fell out. Okay. Let's just make sure. That was quick. Y'all got focused. Appreciate it. Ooh. Let's do this. Okay. They're having me read it this way. We have 4 cards. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add my phone in so that I can show all of you. Let's do that. But we have Water the Overflow. Here, we'll do a quick big preview. Water the Overflow. I asked what the collective needed to hear. Crystal Keys. 22. The Sound of the Universe. This reading is so awesome. 51. And Luminescence. 35. Turning 35. Okay. Just give me. I know, KJ. we're gonna get into it. Just gotta give me a second here to bring my phone on. Gonna bring my phone on here. We'll bring in some music to entertain for a second while I get my phone in here. It'll take 2 shakes. everyone stuck around for the whole channeling to now, let us know what your thoughts were in the chat. We're getting connected. Oh, I forgot I have to open it in Safari. So sorry. We're nearly there. Trying to do. Oh, did I forget to flip the camera? Yep. There we go. Okay, we're gonna add it in this way. All right. Okay. All right, let's get into this. Having some feedback. Why is that? Hopefully that is better. There we go. Is there feedback? Oh, I still feel like there's feedback. Let me try something. Let's see if this is better. Okay. Feel like this works. Does this work? KJ, is this working? Okay. All right. So here is what we have. I can hear myself, was just super annoying, but we're gonna live with it. I just want to confirm, KJ, am I dabbling? Can you hear me twice? Anybody there? All right, I'm gonna go in and hopefully it'll be good. Okay. So I asked what it is. Oh, yes, you hear me in demo. Okay. How about now? Is this better? I just changed the settings again. No echo. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. All right, we're moving into this for reals now. So I asked what it is that the collective needs to know right now. And we got Water the Overflow, Crystal Keys, The Sound of the Universe, and Luminescence. And this is very much a resounding call for all of us to anchor into our light. This is a time that is of the shadow, and anchoring into our light is not the same as disregarding the shadow. We can honor the shadow, we can heal and go deeper and deeper, because no matter what, our dark is going to help us to find our light, and our light is going to help us to find our dark. And then there's the point of the alchemy, where everything is mutual, and perhaps you can call that the gray. And so, what we are looking at right here with water overflow, we're talking about a cleanse. We're talking about a purification and activation, like what we just had. More, it's more. We're getting more activation. And we are going to be receiving more information and more light. This is a transformation of the heart. I mean, we have heart on the last card, heart on the first card. So we're talking about a full cycle, a full completion, a full happening, which means that this is eternal, this is cyclical, and this is definitive. This is already happening. We have all of these flowers, symbol of abundance, a symbol of the divine feminine. We have all of the lotus flowers at the bottom, symbols of purity, symbols of light. Those of you who lucid dream are going to be having perhaps more lucid dreams during this time and will increase in doing so. And those who aren't lucid dreaming may begin to lucid dream. Others will work things out in the dream time and process them in the daytime, begin to embody them. You're going to find yourself connecting to your many gifts, to your many guides. You're going to feel an expansion of your heart space, which is going to bring in more sensitivity. This is a beautiful thing, and this is more than divine feminine sensitivities. This is a sensitivity into an attunement, an awareness, connectedness. You are going to find yourself feeling calmer around water, finding resolve. Talk to your water. Water has memory. It has awareness. When I'm in the shower, I talk to the water. And I set the intention to receive. So remember that when you are hydrating, you are more than bringing water into your body for your organs to function. You are bringing in information and you are fueling the computer within you. The database, the awareness of all knowing. The crystal keys. We are all keys that are being activated. And we have keys within our DNA that are being activated. We're constantly activating one another. And we all come from Source as keys, bringing in information, bringing in experiences to create a chain reaction within the frequencies, to have co-creation on many levels and many dimensions. A lot of this is access and activation that has nothing to do with something that you are doing. And if you are tapped in and you are passionate and you are within your purpose that is in alignment, you may be actively doing things in your day-to-day life that will enhance this and will also share this. Perhaps this aligns within your gifts. We all have gifts, we all have value, we all have purpose. And when we become honest with these gifts and with our purpose, then we come into balance and alignment and we share this. The feeling that comes back is bliss, euphoria, healing, joy. We are all looking for that balance. Unconditional love is a balance. It brings a balance. And we're all coming together within groups. We're finding our soul family, our soul tribe. And these groups will look like smaller circles and larger circles, expanded those who we've connected to within our oversoul and have agreements to connect now. Some of these connections are shorter, some of them are longer. Either way, there are eternal connections. And as we get into our activations with one another, we are actually honoring our soul. And from that perspective, things can become neutral. And that allows for you to have the free will to choose how you perceive a happening and how you experience it. Allow yourself to share authentically because we need you specifically as you are, in your highest form. The sound of the universe. Sound is what makes up everything, right? Everything is frequency, everything is vibration. So when we acknowledge that we are the sound, which is a channeling that I did, I feel like years ago now, that we are the sound, we realize that we are everything, that you are me and I am you and we are we. And everything is mirroring and refracting and reflecting, expanding and contracting over and over and over again. This is also an activation. Remember earlier we were talking about telepathy. It's an activation of our gifts, our ability for our clairaudience, our claircognizance, clear knowing to come in stronger, to anchor in this new upgrade. We're going to have new abilities coming in. So again, coming back to feeling more sensitive. We're going to be coming to new frequencies, new vibrations, new happenings, new gifts. Things are going to strengthen. And there may be moments of bliss and there may be moments of discomfort. This is a process. Somebody moaning a cat. Oh, you can hear Amy snoring. Yeah, I'll show you. Every cat is sleeping right now. But that's Amy who snores like that. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I can stretch my legs. I have like so much energy going through my body right now. Okay. Yeah, it's Amy. Okay. And then we have luminescence. And this is about the light that's in your heart. Even when we feel that our heart is heavy, we have so much light that's there. And when we allow the light into our heart, when we remember the moments that light us up, when we do what lights us up, when we become who lights us up, when we become our highest part of ourselves, like that, our highest part of ourselves, we come into a space of our light and our love where we shift our frequency. And that shifts how we think and how we feel and how we become and behave. This is also about the heart of the collective and the light of the collective. Remembering that you can anchor into the light that is always within the collective, even in your darkest times. Because if you are having a moment of sadness, I may be having a moment of joy, and I can share my joy with you and hold space for your sadness, and we can honor your sadness, and you can honor your sadness and transmute it and heal within my joy. We don't need to actually take in the emotions of others. We don't need to actually take them on. We can briefly experience them for brief moments, gain the knowledge that we need to, and then we can support. No matter what, energies in alignment will align. You got this. Yeah, these cards are amazing. Does everyone understand how amazing we are? Amazing. Amazing. Now let's talk numbers. So we have 12, 22, 51, 35. We can look at this as code 3, 4, 6, 8, which is very, very interesting. We can also look at this as 13, 21. Boils back down to 3. 3 is the number of creation, 3 is the number of community and collective, of manifestation. So 3 is a very powerful, powerful number. And 21 is a number in our collective in the 3D where we perceive that to be a next level of adulthood. Like, we have a lot of cultural excitement around turning 21, especially here where I am in the States in 3D. Now, 12 in itself is a master number. So we're talking about the divine masters that are coming in here, right through the causal chakra. We have 22. That's also master number, devil master number 11. So this is like you evolved and then you evolved and now you're like evolving. Get it? 51. Now, if you're 50, we often look at that as like a halfway point, or we can look at that as the 5. 5 is overcoming challenges. 5 is a bridge. 6, 5 plus 1, right? Harmony, the neutrality, peace, bliss, unconditional love. So this is the being of the frequency of unconditional love. Right? When I love myself unconditionally, I can love all unconditionally. Loving unconditionally does not mean that you need to like everyone's behavior. Yes, KJ6. It doesn't mean that you need to like everything that's happening. If you continue to focus in on what doesn't feel good, you are inviting in more of what doesn't feel good. There's a difference between holding space, taking in, processing, becoming aware, choosing actions, taking the inspired actions, healing. There's a process versus staying in that space and repeating the narratives and repeating the stories. For in this dimension, we find ourselves within the karmic construct, and things happen over and over again until we get those lessons the way that we need to. Again, choose your free will so that you can finish those off. 35 coming into 8 number of abundance, especially financially. Sideways is the infinity symbol, representation of the all, of the one. This is a continuous current of the universal heart. This is an energy that does not die, does not live, it is. It exists, it experiences, and it is a current of love. So, this is the reading for the collective. I'm going to close that out. How is everyone feeling and resonating? Does anyone have any particular questions about what was said, about these cards? If not, we are going to wrap up. I loved our time together. Light Collective just sent this really warm frequency through. And everyone who came through, everyone is so grateful to have spent this time. I'm so grateful to them and to all of you for sharing in this frequency and this space for however long you chose to. Hi, Lee. I love you too. And yeah, I feel very complete. That all needed to come to you. Like I was literally like eating dinner, doing my thing, like I had plans. And then this came through and I was like, yep, I have to go live now. And I'm so grateful that I listened. And I'm so grateful for you who are listening, especially when you're listening to what is inside of you. I love you unconditionally. This is an amazing, amazing time to be alive right now. It really, really, really is. Things are only going to get better from here. As soon as you remember that here is everywhere and now is all the nows. Namaste, my friends.